Well,
shop
welcome to my shop. Table M does quite a few different types of things. We have our antique and vintage inventory that is for sale on Ruby Lane, and then we have a whole nother world where we restore antique and vintage lighting and do general repair work.
Wonderful.
So you're in the room that has most of my inventory. I sort of focus on American-made product, but I do have some European antiques. It ranges in age from early electric or turn of the century to mid-century modern and 60s. We have really great inventory of table lamps and floor lamps as well. And we also carry accessories, light bulbs, candle covers, glass shades, and
wonderful. Now, do you see a trend with certain lighting, schoolhouse lighting, and figurative lighting, and
yes,
the industrial lighting?
Definitely the industrial. It's tailing right off of the mid-century modern. A lot of industrial, and we're even building custom fixtures to meet that goal, or the...
Wow, so you build that in-house here?
We do, yes.
That's incredible.
Yes, we do metal fabrication, we do different types of finishes to the metal work, and we even build our own wood bases when we're building a lamp base for a customer.
Wow, that's very impressive, yeah. So do you have a certain piece in here that is one of your favorites, or something that's rare that you want to point out?
Yes, I do. My passion through all of this is actually taking objects and turning them into lamps. And so this is an English cruet that we actually turned into a table lamp. This was the handle for the cruet, and we've turned that into a finial for the lamp. Had a custom silk shade made for it.
That'd be wonderful for a powder room, bathroom, bedroom.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, even a little sideboard in a dining room.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so this is my passion. So I've turned a lot of things into lamps. Urns, vases, and even piano legs.
Wow.
The piano forte legs I've turned into lamps.
And where do you normally find the piano legs? Do you
usually in salvage shops.
In salvage shops?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So your inspiration is your own creative
exactly.
Design. Wonderful.
Yes. We've done a lot of work with the state of Colorado. We've restored the palm room crystal chandelier in the governor's mansion. We restored the Wheeler Opera House grand chandelier that's up in Aspen, Colorado. So we have our footprint in the historic community here in Denver and in Colorado.
So anyone that would need a chandelier or lamp restoration, is it just local, or is it across the United States?
All across the United States.
Do you ever do international?
I have.
You have done international? Okay.
Yes.
So if you're just tuning in, we're here with David at Table M Lamp Restoration, and if you want to find him on Ruby Lane, it's www.rubylane.com, table-m, and if you're joining us, please like us and send us a comment. Let us know if you have any questions. And of course, David is here if you ever want to call him here in Denver.
Absolutely.
And would you give us a little tour of your workshop here?
I will.
And David, we saw in your biography that you actually retired from doing something completely different and wanted to pursue your passion in lighting, which is so... We just love that. What was it about lighting that made you say, you know what, I'm going to switch and I'm going to do this with all of my might?
It's a very good question. Just the mere passion of chandeliers. I was in the wholesale furniture industry my whole life, and having that opportunity also gave me opportunity to travel and to hit antique stores, Italy, France, all across the United States. And lighting has always been important to me. And when I thought of what I could do next with my life, it was the first thing that came to mind. It's like,
What is one of your earliest memories that sparked your passion in lighting?
in lighting, I would say probably when I was maybe 6 years old. My father, my late father, was an architect, and both he and my mother had some pretty wonderful light fixtures, of course, mid-century modern. And I remember dragging a table or a floor lamp into my bedroom and putting it next to my bed because I loved it so much.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's great. What is your favorite type of chandelier in here?
Oh gosh, my
Or
favorite.
everywhere?
I think my favorite is this piece that's hanging up right here. Actually belongs to Aaron Johnson.
Well, we were just over at Aaron Johnson's.
Yeah.
How funny.
And so I think my favorite style is this Gothic Tudor type of fixture. And incidentally, this was in ruin when it came over here. It weighs probably about 300 pounds. And the arms had fallen off. It was just really in bad shape.
It is fantastic.
So this is a good example of how we can bring something back to life that was
Yeah.
just really,
Why is it important to bring these things back to life?
I believe that, I don't believe in the throwaway society, and I believe that heirlooms are very important, whether they get handed down to other families members or someone comes in and buys it because they love it, and they're going to hand it down to someone. I think
And
it's
the quality.
exactly. You cannot find the quality.
The quality of the craftsmanship.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
So this is the core of our restoration shop, and we have, as you can see, electrical wire. We've got our tools separated. We stay pretty organized, so we know exactly where to go for what part we need.
This
Very
is
well organized.
obviously museum quality restoration.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that. It's important for me. There are two kinds of parts you can buy. You can buy cheap parts, and you can buy good quality parts. And to me, there's only one language, and that's good quality parts. And
Exactly.
because you're working on something that is of high quality, that's how you restore it.
Yeah.
You don't take shortcuts.
Now this lamp over here is quite interesting. Can you explain a little bit about this guy,
Well,
this star?
that's actually a reproduction
Oh, it is.
of what it's called a Moravian star.
Moravian star.
And Moravian stars were made, they have been made for hundreds of years. There's a Moravian star up here that is probably from the 40s with the gold glass on it.
Are you finding these coming back?
Yes.
In popularity?
Yeah. And the antique Moravian stars are very hard to find.
Okay.
So a lot of my customers are willing to settle for a reproduction, but we dress it up. We put really nice chain on it. It doesn't look like it's just come out of a box from a retail store.
Yeah.
We had our little touch to it.
If you were just starting into decorating and you were going to do something with lighting, what's some advice you could give to somebody that's possibly new to getting into architecture and design and lighting? Because if you don't know what you're doing, it can be pretty daunting.
Yes.
It can be, and I would say the one thing is plan ahead. Don't let your lighting project be the tail end of the project. Consider the types of chandeliers or sconces that you're going to be putting in a new home or a remodel. Consider that like you would consider adding a new archway to a wall, because lighting is so integral to any space, whether it's commercial, restaurant, hospitality, or home. And oftentimes it's sort of taking the back seat until towards the end, and then a lot of my customers go, oh,
It's an afterthought.
Scrambling.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Wow. This is incredible. So David, if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, how could they do that, both in person and online?
Online, they can go to tableM.com. They can call me here at the shop, 303-936-1425. And also you can find me through Ruby Lane, which is my one and only home.
Which again is rubylane.com/table-m.com.
Thank you for sharing your shop with us.
Thank
It was
you.
fabulous.
I appreciate you coming in.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.